This is Vortex. I got the second Rally Car Mastery, and I'm gonna give it a go on beach. What makes this different? That got overcharged turbo built in. It's just kind of wild. There we go. That's a little close. The double overcharged turbo setup on the flat parts of this map is gonna go crazy. You know? Time attack just got even easier. This thing can probably climb hills now. It's crazy. Now this is how to remove the rest of this vehicle. You know, that's not needed. That being the wall cage. There we go. Just do it like that. Kinda gotta speed up a little bit. There we go. Go. This is best suited for the flat parts of this map. There we go. The first few kilometers are gonna be mid. There we go. Gonna make some jumps. There we go. We got that. Let's make a jump. And of course the hitboxes of this obstacle are not my friend today. You know what? It ain't worth arguing. This is over. I'll just back up a little bit. There we go. Gonna have to make a few jumps. That's alright. After that, just gonna make some more jumps. After that, fun fact, Moonlander now has 6 different 10 cams. Those are in Forest, Rust Bucket Leaf, City, Desert, Mountain, and even Switchback Savannah. It's crazy. It's good for a vehicle as disastrous as that. And did you know Hot Rod has all 18 10 cams, just like every other vehicle, except for Monorail and Superbike. And Moonlander, of course. It's actually all 19 now. Back then, getting a 10 cam with any vehicle was crazy, but now it lost its shine. You know, before Masteries, the records felt more original. I don't think it was meant to have all the stuff it has now, including the pay to win. Which is why I like the Hill Climb Racing one a little more, because you can get a short distance sometimes and on some maps and it'd be fine. However, since there's so much to the game on this one, like tuning parts, there ain't really no problem. Masteries, pushing it, and the pay to win. All that just to barely buff the coin grinding availability. It's kinda crazy, but just not surprised. They should honestly add, more unique vehicles like they do in Hill Climb Racing, the original one. Like there's a sled, which is an absolute disaster, but this can get a decent score. You can get 13k on the highway maps. Then they have vehicles with longevity to them, like some of them even having over 100 seconds. 2 of them. It's crazy. Then the broken spoiler physics. That always helped. Then the ridiculous speeds. It's crazy. Then they even add joke vehicles like Karka and Tarantula. That might be a little interesting, but Tarantula especially you should avoid because it's slow. So slow, you're better off with any other vehicle. There we go, that was simple. It can climb hills like that now. Now I can benefit off of using Kangaroo. I better be careful though. Whoa, wouldn't want to hit my head on that ceiling, that's for sure. By the way, I done some off-camera grinding. I managed to get just a little bit under 10,000 meters on Patrick Plant with a muscle car mastery. It's kinda crazy. Better go fast. There we go. It can pretty much climb anything without the winter tires. Winter tires? Who needs them after this? That's for sure. This has a pretty good kangaroo setup, unlike the Morsoka. It has a decent one, but the jump shock bug is just not it. I gotta get good at no fielding. Hold up. There we go. We're almost at 10 cam. Now we're there. I said that a little bit early, but it's alright. This is kinda cool. First, they added the minibus mastery, which means you can do wheelie and have a kangaroo setup on a miniature bus. On a broken bus, thanks to the extra wheel. It's kind of absurd. And after that, we got the double flip boost setup on motocross. Then after that, we got after the double flip boost setup, we got snowmobile with a wheel at front. It's just wild. Then, believe it or not, now we have the double overcharge turbo setup. We have all that before GTA 6. Wonder if I'll still be alive then when it releases. Wonder how many people are alive now are gonna be able to see GTA 6. That's my question. At least they ain't rushing the project. I could give props to that. But the physics, man. A Monday sure feels different when you have it off. That's for sure. So it's not necessarily the day. It's the fact that you have to go back to work. Or whatever you gotta do. And the sad thing about it, a lot of good careers are buried behind that one place. But I could see why a little bit. It's more like some endurance test that's gonna either make or break your character. The kangaroo setup, while being a little bit more difficult, it's better. Hold up, gotta slow down a little bit. Don't want to go over the field, that's for sure. The good thing about using this setup instead, you can jump over some gaps, which makes them easier. But I think the double overcharge turbo with the coin boost, like instead of the jump shocks and landing boost, it's replaced with overcharged turbo and coin boost. That would be a lot faster. But the thing is, it can't jump over the water pits. And it pretty much stopped when you're out of fuel. But if you have skill, like me, you can no fuel it with a kangaroo. But ATV, it can get some really good distances considering the lack of fuel. Only 35 seconds when max. When at level 1 it's at a pitiful 20 seconds. But I can see the resemblance with that and the Elka, because it can climb anything. And both are slow. But I think the ATV is better because it's easier to control. The Elka and Glider, those are alike, but the big difference is, unlike the other one in hill climb racing, the Glider has a large fuel tank. This is kinda cool. Gives a boost while in the air. And it's optimized, like you can take it in increments. Like if you just want to get a tiny boost, you know, with very little to no risk, you'll get no reward, but you get that little boost, which might be what you need to get the next fuel. So I like how they made it different. It's not exactly like overcharged turbo because you don't have to hold it all the way to get a boost. You will get a weaker boost, but it's still a boost. So it's kind of cool. It's like a more flexible overcharged turbo. We want to know the good thing about using the kangaroo setup. It can jump over that. Well, I was going to try demonstrating, but I kind of fumbled. It's alright. Gotta go over it. There we go. See that little booster just moved the car a few meters, which could be what you need. It really adds up. Look, cannot go over it. There we go. I think I can get the next fuel. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but something definitely happened. I like this map a lot because you can go fast. Kind of makes the game a little bit better. Not too fast, like not stupidly fast, but fast. There we go. That's what I was trying to demonstrate with using jump shocks. And now I got the feel. It's a little close, and I got it with a slower setup. This is kind of cool. Talk about some longevity. Imagine how well this would go if I used the fastest setup. And when it comes to my speech, I do speak English. It's my first language, but I don't speak too much on camera. I am speaking a little more today. Gotta go fast. Perfect. This makes those kind of obstacles easy. So it's kind of OP. I'm surprised this hasn't reached S tier yet. It's kind of cool. I have been working on trying to get a 10 cam in every map. I became close with the Patrick plant, but close but no cigar. Wonder if that was allowed on YouTube. But anyways, I gotta get that feel. And you know, one thing I do like about this game, it's not, you don't get soft locked as much, which is nice. But I like going fast in these vehicles. I do acknowledge that this kind of driving has nothing to do with real life driving. That's honestly a good thing. But whenever you go into a skid, don't try resisting. Apparently, press the accelerator. Do what your brain wouldn't think to do. Press the accelerator and turn with the skid. That way you can regain control. And don't try putting it in neutral, because you'll lose whatever control you have left. And that little bit of control could save your life. Those are just some driving tips that I learned. It's totally not related to this game, but it does have something to do with driving. I like to throw in some random facts. But I learned the biggest mistake of new drivers. They tend to accelerate the vehicle. That way they don't get caught off guard with the traffic lights. That's when they go to an intersection. And that is a bad idea, obviously, but they're just trying to not get stopped. But that just leads to accidents. Stay at a constant speed. That's all I gotta say about it. And during the nighttime, your lights can reflect the ice, which could serve. Then when it comes to fog, don't use your highlights. Use the weaker lights. That way people can see you. No! Well, that sucks. That went in the skid. Well, that was the one. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna try the same record but with a different setup. See ya.